Lightning flashed, and Chiamaka appeared inches from Chief Odenigbo's face without walking, her dead eyes staring into his soul as he fell backward into the mud. Welcome to Royal Beat Tales. If you are just seeing us for the first time, please subscribe, like, and comment for more unique stories. The rain started small, just a light tapping on the zinc roofs of Umuagu village. Children were already sleeping. The goats hid under broken sheds. Every normal person had closed their doors. But the sky was not normal. Inside the night clouds, something heavy moved. A thick darkness gathered over the old village graveyard at the edge of the evil forest. Old Mama Ijele, the village midwife, suddenly stood up from her bamboo bed. She felt it. Her heart started to beat fast. She whispered to herself, "Ah, this kind of thunder. It is not ordinary." Then the first thunder struck. Kabam! The whole village shook. Chickens screamed. The ground trembled like it was afraid. And far away, deep inside the graveyard, one burial ground cracked, then cracked again, then slowly opened like a mouth waking from sleep. A pale hand pushed out of the wet soil. The girl came out slowly, step by step, like someone climbing out of darkness. Her skin was cold, her eyes were empty. Her long black hair was dripping with rainwater and red mud. Her white dress was torn, like something dragged her through the forest roots. She looked like a normal girl, but she was not alive. Not anymore. She was the girl they buried 2 years ago, the one killed by a known ritualist, the one whose death was never solved. Her name was Chiamaka. It was raining heavily, and thunder kept tearing the sky apart, giving small flashes of her face as she stood at the edge of her grave. She looked around slowly. Every time lightning flashed, her face changed. Sometimes she looked 19, sometimes she looked 90, sometimes her face was smooth, sometimes it was cracked like dried clay. She did not talk. She did not blink. She only listened. Then she heard something. A man was shouting inside the forest. "Help! Somebody help me, please!" Chiamaka turned her head the way a wild animal turns when it hears food moving. The thunder struck again. Kabam! She vanished, just like smoke. In the same forest, a young hunter named Odogwu was running with fear. His chest was full of hot air, sweat mixed with rainwater. He held his cutlass tight, waving it at shadows. He had come to check his traps, but instead he saw a huge black figure with red eyes chasing him through the trees. He didn't know if it was human. He didn't know if it was spirit. He only knew something wanted him dead. "Help me, oh, anybody!" he shouted. But the forest answered with silence. Trees shook, lightning cracked. Then he tripped over a root and fell hard. He rolled in mud, trying to stand, but the thing chasing him was close, very close. He could hear breathing behind him, long, slow breathing like the sound of a dying cow. He cried, "God, please, not like this." Then a cold hand touched his shoulder. Odogwu screamed and swung the cutlass behind him, but the hand caught it easily. He froze. The thunder flashed, and he saw her. A girl in a torn white dress, muddy feet, dead eyes. Odogwu's mouth trembled. "Jesu, Jesa, Jesa." Chiamaka's head tilted slightly as if she was studying him. She sniffed the air around him like she was smelling his soul. Odogwu fainted, just collapsed in the mud. Chiamaka left him there. She did not hurt him. She was hunting for the smell of one man. The thunder roared again. Bam! She vanished a second time, moving like wind, floating like mist, passing through trees without touching them. Far away in the big town of Ikeoma, a black jeep was driving fast. Inside the car sat a powerful billionaire named Chief Odenigbo, a man feared everywhere. He was rich, he was famous, he was dangerous, and he was on his way to meet a native doctor for something evil. As the thunderstorm worsened, Chief Odenigbo hissed, I don't like this kind of rain. It slows down work. His driver nodded silently. Chief Odenigbo's phone rang. A deep voice spoke on the line. "Chief, are you still bringing the girl for the ritual tonight?" The chief smiled. "Yes, I already selected one. A very beautiful one. She will not survive tonight." As he dropped the phone, a lightning strike flashed across the road. The driver shouted, "Chief, look!" A girl stood in the middle of the road. White dress, hair dripping, face pale, eyes dark, still as a statue. Chief Odenigbo frowned. "What nonsense is this? Move closer." The driver drove slowly. Another thunder strike. Kbam! The girl smiled, a dead smile, a cold smile, a smile of someone who had crossed the world of the living. Chief Odenigbo felt something he had not felt in 20 years. Fear. His heart whispered, "Who is this girl? Why is she not afraid of the storm?" The girl stepped closer. 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 Chief Odenigbo whispered, "She looks perfect for sacrifice." But he did not know. He was the target tonight, not the hunter. He had no idea of what the thunder had awakened to finish what death started. The rain became heavier. The thunder became angrier. The whole sky sounded like a giant beating a drum with fire. Chief Odenigbo's driver pressed the brake in fear. "Chief, she's not moving. She's just standing there," he whispered. The chief leaned forward to see clearly, but the rain was too heavy. Lightning flashed again, bright, white, sharp. Bam! For 1 second, the girl's whole body appeared clearly in the light. Her feet were bare. Her legs were muddy, like she walked from the ground. Her dress was wet, but clean in a strange way, like the rain did not touch it. Her hair covered half her face. Her eyes looked dead. Chief Odenigbo felt cold wash down his back. The driver whispered, "Chief, she looks like a person way no day alive." The chief growled, "Nonsense! Open the door. Let me talk to her." "Chief, no!" But Chief had already stepped into the rain. He walked toward the girl slowly, water hitting his agbada, lightning cracking above his head. "Fine girl," Chief said calmly, even though his heart was shaking. "What are you doing here alone? Don't you know the rain can kill you?" The girl did not move. She did not blink. She did not speak. She only stared at him. Chief stepped closer. "Who are you? Where are your parents? Are you lost?" The girl raised her head very slowly, unnaturally slow. Then she smiled. A small, soft smile. A smile that did not reach her eyes. Chief swallowed hard. Lightning flashed again. Bam! For that brief second, her face changed. Her cheeks sunk. Her eyes turned white. Her skin looked like clay. But when the lightning ended, her face returned to normal. The chief stepped back, confused. What? What did I just see?" Another thunderbolt. "Barana!" This time, her neck cracked loudly as her head twisted slightly to the side. The driver inside the car covered his eyes. "Blood of Jesus!" The chief forced himself to stay calm. "Girl, come with me. I will take you somewhere safe." The girl blinked once, then she pointed at him, slowly, like a dead hand stretching from a coffin. Chief felt something inside him freeze. He opened his mouth to speak, but she appeared directly in front of him. He didn't see her move. She did not walk. She did not run. She simply disappeared and reappeared. Her face was inches from his. Her eyes were hollow, empty, silent. Chief stumbled back, fell into the mud, and crawled away. His voice shook. "You're not human. Who sent you?" The girl looked down at him, her wet hair falling forward like dark ropes. Then she spoke for the first time. Her voice was soft, but it echoed like many voices inside one throat. "You killed me." Chief froze. The rain paused. Even the thunder held its breath. Chief whispered, "Killed you? I don't know you." She said nothing. Her head slowly turned, too far, too wide, until her neck bent like broken sticks. The driver jumped out of the jeep. "Chief, Chief, let's go! This girl in a spirit!" But it was too late. Lightning struck right behind them. Bam! The trees shook, the mud boiled, the air turned electric. The girl vanished. Chief and the driver looked left, right, everywhere. But she was gone. Just gone. The driver grabbed Chief's hand. "Run, sir! Run!" They both ran back to the jeep. The driver turned the key fast. The engine coughed. "Start! Start! Please start!" Chief was shaking. "She said I killed her, but I don't know her." The driver looked at him. "Chief, you have done many rituals. How will you know who you killed?" Chief's chest tightened. "No, this one is different." The jeep finally started. "Go," the chief shouted. "Go home, now!" The tire spun in the mud, spraying dirty water everywhere. The jeep zoomed away. The thunder roared louder. Bam! Bam! As they drove off, the driver checked the side mirror. His heart almost stopped. She was sitting in the back seat, quiet, calm, smiling. "Chief!" the driver screamed. Chief turned fast and his blood dried. She was there, inside the jeep, behind them. Chief shouted, "Get out! Get out! Get out!" The driver lost control of the steering out of fear. The jeep swerved left, then right, then left again. The girl leaned forward slightly. Her cold hand touched Chief's shoulder. Chief Odenigbe screamed like a wounded goat and jumped out through the door while the car was still moving. The jeep crashed into a palm tree. K-Pam! The driver fainted immediately. Chief Odenigbo fell on the wet road, rolling on mud, struggling to breathe. He looked up. The girl was standing over him, not walking, not running, just appearing. Thunder cracked again. The sky lit up. The chief saw her face clearly for the first time, her cheeks hollow, her lips black, her skin gray, her eyes were empty. Her smile was cold. She whispered, "I waited for the thunder to call me, to finish my unfinished death." Chief Odenigbo crawled backward on his hands and feet like a frightened animal. "Leave me! Leave me!" But the girl only stepped forward slowly, the storm dancing around her like she controlled it. The chief cried loudly, "Tonight!" The hunter became the prey. The killer became the one running for his life. And Chiamaka, the dead girl, the girl killed by a ritualist, had finally found the man whose fate belonged to her. But the night was not done. The thunder had more to summon. Chief Odenigbo crawled backward on the muddy road as lightning flashed again and again above him. The dead girl, the girl with wet hair and hollow eyes, stood in front of him like she grew from the storm itself. "Leave me," he shouted, shaking. But she only stared. The thunder cracked. Gba! And the world went quiet. So quiet. Chief Odenigbo could hear only the rain hitting the ground. Then something strange happened. The trees around them began to fade away. The muddy road slowly melted into a different ground. The smell of fresh water filled the air. The sound of birds replaced the storm. The chief blinked and looked around. They were no longer on the road. They were standing beside Umuagu village stream, exactly how it looked 2 years ago. Chief Odenigbo gasped. This is not real." But it was real. The rain spirit had pulled him inside the memory of her death. The chief heard footsteps. A young girl walked down the small footpath carrying a clay pot on her head. Her smile was warm. Her wrapper was clean. Her beads jingled softly as she walked. She looked alive, full of life, happy. Chief Odenigbo recognized her immediately. Chiamaka, the same girl who now stood before him as a ghost. The chief whispered, "No, no, take me out of here. I don't want to see this." But the ghost Chiamaka beside him only stared. Her face did not change. Her eyes did not blink. She wanted him to watch. She wanted him to remember. She wanted him to feel it. Young Chiamaka bent beside the stream. She washed her clay pot, filled it with cool water, and placed it gently back on her head. She turned to go home, and that was when Chief stepped out of the forest with two huge muscular men behind him. She froze. Her smile disappeared. Her heartbeat quickened. "Good evening, sir," she said politely. Chief Odenigbo stepped forward. "Come here, my dear." "No, sir, I am going home. It is getting dark." The chief smiled. "Don't worry. I will take you home." Chiamaka took one slow step back. The two muscular men moved forward immediately. One grabbed her arm, the other covered her mouth. Her clay pot fell and shattered. Chiamaka's muffled scream mixed with the sound of broken clay. "Please, let me go," she cried under their grip. Her tears mixed with the stream water, but the chief only watched with cold eyes. He brought out a small calabash filled with dark herbs. "Hold her tight," he said calmly. The men forced her to kneel. She struggled, she kicked, she fought with everything inside her. Chief Odenigbo bent closer, touching her forehead with the calabash. "Forgive me, my child, but your blood is needed," she screamed. "No, please, I don't want to die." The forest echoed her cry. Birds flew away, the stream trembled, but no help came. Chief Odenigbo dipped his fingers into the calabash and marked her forehead. The men held her harder until she could no longer move. The chief whispered a ritual chant. Chiamaka cried louder. "Please don't kill me. I want to go home. My mother is waiting." Her begging did not move him. Chief Odenigbo lifted a small knife. Lightning flashed above them, not from the sky, but from her memory. Then, the knife cut. Her scream broke. Her life ended. Just like that. The calabash shook in Chief's hands. The muscular men dropped her body beside the fallen clay pot. The chief whispered, "It is done." They wrapped her body in cloth and carried her away to bury her secretly at the edge of the forest. They left the broken clay pot by the stream. They left her blood on the stones. They left her tears on the sand. They left her spirit angry. The memory faded. The stream dissolved. The forest returned. The thunderstorm came back like it was waiting. Bam! Chief Odenigbo fell to the ground, crying like a child. "I am sorry. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I didn't know." The ghost Chiamaka moved closer. Her toes floated above the ground. Her wet hair covered half her face. Her hollow eyes stared into his soul. Then her voice echoed, the same voice she used the night she died. "My mother told me, if I ever die wrongly, I should rise with the thunder and avenge my killers." Chief Odenigbo trembled until his whole body shook. Chiamaka lifted her hand slowly. Thunder followed her movement like she controlled the sky. "Please, I have changed," the chief shouted. "I give to the poor now. I don't do rituals anymore." The girl didn't blink. The storm grew darker. The sky opened again. "Bam!" Chief Odenigbo screamed. "Somebody help me." But the storm answered, "No one helps the wicked." Chiamaka stepped forward. 2 years, she whispered. 2 years I waited under the soil. For 2 years I listened to thunder. For 2 years I opened my eyes every rainy night." Her voice rose. "You killed me. You buried me. Now the thunder brings me back, to finish what you started." The chief tried to stand. He slipped on mud. He tried to run. He fell hard. He tried to shout. His voice died in his throat. The thunder exploded again. Brom! The wind pushed him back down. He looked up one last time. Chiamaka was standing over him. The lightning reflected in her empty eyes. The storm obeyed her. Chief Odenigbo whispered, shaking, "Please, please, don't kill me." She leaned closer. And for the first time since she resurrected, she smiled a human smile. A sad smile, a painful smile, a smile of someone who never wanted to die. Her voice was soft. I didn't want to die either. Then the lightning struck Chief Odenigbo with a loud, angry crack. Bam! His scream rose into the sky, but the storm swallowed it. When the bright flash faded, he was lying still on the wet ground, his body cold, his face frozen in fear. Chiamaka stood over him quietly. Her hair stopped moving, her eyes dimmed. Her work was done. The thunder softened as if the sky was satisfied. But she was not finished. She turned toward the crashed jeep. The driver had crawled out and hidden inside a broken shrine nearby. He covered his face with both hands, shaking, whispering prayers he could barely remember. Chiamaka appeared in front of him without walking. He screamed, "Please, I did not kill you. I only followed orders." Chiamaka tilted her head. Her voice was calm and cold. "Because of you, I died faster." He cried harder. "Forgive me. I have a family." She stepped closer and touched his forehead with one icy finger. The driver's eyes turned white instantly. He could not see anymore. Blind. "Alive," she whispered. "You will not die. You will live. And tell everyone what you saw." The man collapsed, shaking, crying into the mud. Chiamaka slowly turned back toward her graveyard. The storm guided her steps. The sky rumbled one last time, deeper, heavier, like a giant sigh. Her body began to fade with each flash of lightning. First her legs, then her arms, then her face. As she reached her grave, the wind wrapped around her like a blanket. The final thunder roared, "Brah!" And just like that, she sank back into the earth, silent, calm, waiting, until the next thunder calls her name. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment for more unique stories.